Oh, yeah, I'm videoing. Yay! Alright, maybe it's not a good thing for you, but it's good for me, maybe. So, yeah, see, I didn't say anyway. So, video subject, yeah, well, it's just this whole futility of the argument problem. You know, how difficult it is to have a conversation in human racery. You know, it's not just America or, it's just in the world now. So much noise, and especially when it comes to news and information, it's also horribly colored. It's crayon, really is all done in crayon. Um, and it's, when you see physicists, ew, it's just so creepy. I saw some Nova program, and I think I did a video on it a few years ago on quantum mechanics. It was just so bad, all this stylish, pop and flash graphic crap, and all this big, quantum mechanics is most proven, most demonstrated, we wouldn't have sticks without it. Without quantum mechanics, there'd be no sticks. They're blaming, like somehow, quantum mechanics was somehow essential to the invention of things, and it wasn't. Just as it wasn't, Newton didn't know anything about quantum mechanics, and he was perfectly capable of figuring out how to polish glass and make precision lenses and create the reflecting telescope. He didn't have to know anything. He didn't have to know any quantum mechanics to do that. And all of these things that were invented, the computers and all this stuff, was all invented without the essential participation of any quantum mechanics, without any essential participation of the math. And it's just, I mean, well, whatever. Invention is through experiment. But anyway, that's not the subject of this video. At least it's not my intention. Gee, it got colder. Should have worn another shirt. Anyway, breezier back here or something. Yeah, this weather sucks. At least the sun's out, so it's something. But anyway, so moving forward, well, it's relative. so much to think about. Yeah, so there's just been a lot of stuff on my mind, so I'm not as focused on one thing, but I mean, I have in the background these different agendas of mine, and Piro doing the little software things got me thinking about that kind of stuff again. I haven't done any programming, and obviously I haven't done any art videos, but they're all rolling in my head, and I just can't get to it. And the economics thing, yeah, it's just all there. So there's a lot of activity going on in my head, and I'm thinking about acceleration and momentum. A very interesting kind of concept to grasp as exactly what's happening to the physics. So that's the weird thing. Physics is supposed to be about physics, and these physicists don't seem to have any clue that there's no brick walls in the quantum world. There's no hard surfaces. That matter isn't a hard surface. That it's made up of little mushy shit that's in the same mushy shit that's flying into it. They don't seem to be able to grasp that concept, which is really quite funny. Well, quite ludicrous. So anyway, and now for something completely different. Okay, let's do that. Yeah. So where to go from here? That keeps coming up in my head. What should I really try to invest in? what should be my priorities. What's, and it's just so hard to measure that in this environment. There's no, it's hard to find the well-walked path and follow it. There just aren't any. It makes it difficult. And again, the conversation is the real hard part, because can it be had in the depth or complexity necessary to useful understanding? I mean, there's just some things you can't do too simple. I mean, simple is always good. If you can get someplace the shortest cut, the quickest, most efficient way, then yeah, get there that way. But some of this philosophy stuff, it requires more than that. It requires a certain depth of understanding. That whole deep thinking kind of, it just does. It requires some thickness to your, to the context to really understand. And, you gotta have some knowledge to work on a car. It's just not as simple as roundy wheels and zoom engine, and steer, brake. It's just not going to be good enough. And some of these other subjects aren't, do require some contextual understanding that is, substantial, or and it certainly has to be accurate. It's this whole false premise problem. So once you establish a false premise, a theory can exist on top of it and function, but it, weaves into the genetics. It weaves its way in to the structure and may prove to create a critical failure, when it comes to putting the roof on the house, kind of thing. So you might not know, how important a flaw is, until you get pretty far down the road that's wrong. And that's something to lament, I guess. So I lamented it. Lament. There. Yes, I'm sorry, this is an improper video, I suppose. 'Cause I'm just in transition, sort of between videos, between agendas, between focus. My eye is, ranging, and it's probably not the best time to make a video, but I happen to be walking, so I thought I would do some talking and share, but it's probably not a good idea. Because I just wasted 60 seconds describing a circumstance you don't need to know. There's nowhere really to take it, I guess. The hook thing, I keep just thinking about the idea of what does it really have to, does it all have to be a show? And that's just so discouraging if that's the reality. And who wants to do that? And like I said, when I saw this NOVA program on quantum mechanics, it was just all these physicists who I've seen at different conferences and stuff, where they all seem very intellectual, and here they are basically supporting a silly show, a silly description of physics. and just basically putting their seal of approval on, you know, just nonsense. Um, Fantasy film, uh, and you just kind of have the feeling that Einstein wouldn't do that. Yeah, you just have that feeling. Ew, dog poo. You know, it's interesting that poo and ooh rhyme. Yeah, probably for a reason. Anyway, damn it. Yeah, it's a crisis. Yeah. Yeah, so the workaround. That's what I'm just looking for, a workaround, a way to, get from here to there. To force some sort of environment where all these arguments can be made more completely, more exactly. Let's cut it as fine as it has to be cut to get to the truth. Resolve paradoxes instead of just stepping over them. Fix it. This model of reality that people are talking is, it's not the truth. Yeah. I think they got it wrong. Substantially, actually wrong. So, but how do you, saying in the wind, you're wrong. There, that doesn't work. You're wrong about everything. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna go anywhere on the wind. It matters. So, obviously the wrong, the proof of the wrong, the logical explanation of the wrong has to be put someplace and manufactured in such a way as it will get the response it deserves, let us say. Yeah. So, yeah, flowers. So they're all white ones here. All white, all white, all white, and then one purple. It's kind of interesting. Well, violet. What's that really call that color? Not violet, not purple, not not. Let's see, what is that color? Not magenta, really. Some other color. Yeah, I know there is. I knew it. Some kind of color. Well, it doesn't matter to you, so I'll let you off the hook, and I won't waste time thinking of a color. Be a waste. So sorry about this. This was probably a video that didn't need to be made. But I guess it's good for context for people who watch my videos, just to understand that, my brain is working on lots of things, and so there's a little bit of distraction and lack of attentiveness to one subject or one mission or one project, but that they're still there. Just got to get to them. Regarding the TV show thing, the Vlogger Dome TV show thing, I haven't done any work. I've been waiting for this used computer I'm supposed to get, and it's just been taking forever to get to me. So I was, kind of figuring I'd wait till I had that to, start editing and all that shit, and it just hasn't happened. So that has slowed me down a little. But frankly, I've had a lot of other things slowing me down, like this having to work thing, and so we've got to work on it and such. so forth and whatnot. Alright, till next time, I guess. That'll have to do. And such. Yeah, and such. So, till the next time. And hopefully I'll make one of my usually irritating and annoying videos rather than this different kind of less focused, annoying and irritating videos. Yeah. Shit. I hate the internet. Yeah, it's great, but somehow it's never going to achieve its greatness, I guess. It could be great. Instead, it sucks. Anyway, till next time. Yeah, deer's running. Anyway, pain in the ass. You gotta fix the net that stops the deer, but at least slow them down, right? Stop them, slow them down. They actually stomped on some of the netting to get to something else to eat, which was funny. They only knew. They had a little more brain. So that's sort of the subject, brain. I mean sort of the add-on to the conversation. It's just that we're all got our individual brain, and it requires this individual attention in the sense that we all have a different grasp of what's important and what's interesting and what needs doing, and this whole list of the behaviors that we're capable of. I am again underdressed. Man, it's cold. Oof. I'm gonna go for a run, so hopefully that'll warm me up. Nice little pile of mud there. Anyway, yeah. Sorry. So it's just, it's just kind of disappointing that when you want some kind of participation from people, you don't get anything. There's no good feedback sometimes, and it all just looks so bleak in terms of trying to get anything happening. Even really simple things like just type a title or a suggestion for a category heading or something, and it's, you're just okay, wasting my time. And you're saying, well, even if you had a volume of people, like even the Amazing Atheist, he has a stupid question video or something, it's, out of thousands of people, 10 good questions maybe. The rest is crap. But anyway, it just sort of tells you what are we dealing with here? Is there any way to communicate with people? Are they too far, over the silly edge? Is there any way to grab people by something that matters and get them to wake up a little and say, this shit needs to get done. Yeah, human race needs to do, we need to fix, we need to do something. Just doesn't, nothing gets rolling. They had that whole Wall Street thing, and nothing happened. The sit-in or march on or spit at or whatever the hell it was. Just didn't have any cohesion in its direction or point or purpose beyond some sort of general statement like, I don't like you. Like that does something. Yeah, so anyway, it's just a lament, I suppose. Me being in the change things business, yeah, and not being very good at it. I'm just trying to find, what else I can do. Maybe if I move the chocolate bars on the counter, 4 inches to the right, and add gummy bears or something, maybe I can save the business because it's all about some sort of presentation code, to hit the right buttons, keep them listening. Subscribe, link, love me, hit the love me button, hit some kind of buttons, do it now, hit a button, please, do it now, no, yes, positive, no, maybe, yeah, maybe it's just about not giving people suggestions, it's them commands of some kind. If you watch this video, have a reaction now. Yes, a positive reaction to positively hit something. I don't know. It all seems so as it's escaping me. Yeah, that's what it's doing. It's escape. Like a flea or something. Cat. Probably not though. So yeah, I gotta. Yeah, gotta do better. Gotta do better. I just keep saying that. I have to do better. Year 478,684. I have to do better. I was probably saying that in all the previous versions. It's like the Matrix. Yeah. I'm the 10th version of the one. And they always fail. Yeah. Anyway. My crossing, and I'll see you later. And really is cold. I probably will swim. I'm an idiot. Close to one. On the line.